15 Portuguese Prime Minister Antonio Costa speaks at the swearing-in ceremony of his new government at the Ajuda Palace in Lisbon, Portugal, on March 30, 2022. Rodrigo AntunesFile photo obtaining licensing rights summary. Corporate prosecutors investigating lithium and hydrogen deals subject of investigation regarding Prime Minister Costa. He says he feels clear about cooperating with the investigation. The president will address the nation on Thursday Lisbon, November 7. Portuguese Prime Minister Antonio Costa resigned on Tuesday, just hours after prosecutors detained his chief staff as part of an investigation into alleged corruption in his administration's handling lithium mining and hydrogen projects. Costa, who prosecutors say is the target of a related investigation, announced his decision in a televised statement after meeting with President Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa. He said that his conscience was clear, but he would not run for Prime Minister for the fourth time. The dignity of the Prime Minister's duties is incompatible with any doubt as to his integrity and good conduct, or even suspicion as to the implementation of any criminal act, Costa said. It is now up the president decide whether allow Costa's Socialists, who have a majority in parliament, form a new government or dissolve parliament and call elections. While leader of Socialists, Carlos Cesar, said that his party was ready for any scenario. Leader of main opposition Social Democrats, Luis Montenegro, said that he was ready for early elections. The corruption of the government requires that no more time be wasted, Karadağ said. Parliament was supposed to vote on the 2024 budget bill later this month. There are fears that political crisis could affect budget approval and the launch of privatization of Portugal's national airline, TAP. It is inevitable that elections will be held after the sudden death of the government, said political scientist Adelino Maltez. Antonio Costa Pinto of University of Lisbon did not rule out the possibility that another socialist prime minister would take over, but also said early elections were most likely option. Portuguese stocks fell nearly 3% and closely watched spread between European Union nations' 10-year government bond yield and yield on Eurozone benchmark German Bund widened to 69 basis points from 65 basis points on Monday. Examined projects. The prosecutor's office said in a statement early Tuesday that 5 people, including Costa's private secretary Vitor Escaria, were detained as part of the investigation, including Costa's private secretary, Vitor Escaria, whose offices were searched along with several government buildings. The statement also stated that Infrastructure Minister Joao Galamba, who previously served as Energy Minister, and Nuno Lacasta, head of the Environmental Agency, are official suspects and will appear before the judge. Prosecutors are investigating allegations of corruption influence peddling. The Barroso and M.